So this is never a video that I thought I'd make, but thank you to the EA Creator Network for early access on the SpongeBob's House Kit and SpongeBob's Kids Room Kit. Why did The Sims collab with SpongeBob for kits? I've heard that the movie's coming out soon, so that's why. There's no I guess why. That's why. But I am not a SpongeBob person, so like I don't really see the appeal of this from like the start. I didn't grow up watching SpongeBob, so this is not something that's like made for me. This is not a kit for me. And if I was not a creator and did not receive these codes for free, I wouldn't have bought this pack. There's no reason to buy this pack unless you are 100% a SpongeBob fan. But I'm going to show you everything in this so you can make your own decisions about this pack. It does come out tomorrow, Thursday, December 4th. I'm not necessarily going to encourage you to buy this or recommend that you buy this or anything like that. But if you do decide to buy this, make sure you use someone's creator code. You just put it in the promo code section on the EA app or thesims.com, and it is usually just the creator's name, and it makes a portion of the purchase go to the creator instead of EA. So if you're going to buy this, use a creator code. You can use my creator code. You can use someone else's creator code. Just use a creator code, please, especially for a collab pack like this. Please use a creator code. The other issue with this is that they're releasing two kits. They're releasing two kits tomorrow, and you can get them separately or you can get them as a bundle. We saw bundles kind of come around in October. They were doing like bundled kits, and you can get two kits for like $7.99, I think, or like $6.99. I was out of town when they were doing this, so I am not really sure exactly how much it was, but they are bundling these packs. So you can get both of them for $10.99 plus 3 bonus items. So that's $1 extra than 2 kits normally cost with 3 bonus items. Or you can get them separately for $6.99 each, which is $2 more than kits typically are, which that's a whole other conversation. Why are these kits more expensive? Like that just ruins it even more. And like the annoying thing about this is that I've seen everything. I got the code yesterday because they decided to give us early access for a collab packs. They've never given us early access for kits before, and now all of a sudden we got early access for kits for a collab pack, and a very out of the blue collab pack. So it's very suspicious in my opinion, but I'm going to show it to you. But like the most annoying thing about this is that the items are really good. Like outside of the fact that they are SpongeBob themed furniture, they're really well made. The colors are nice. The wood tones are good. They're well made. Honestly, it's offensive. It's honestly really offensive that like the best packs that they've released are a collab with SpongeBob. I feel slightly offended as a player, not as a creator, but like as a player, I don't feel valued in that way. Like I don't feel valued because of this. Like this makes me feel like they really don't care about us. And I know this is not towards Maxis or the Sims team. This is towards EA because this is all EA. Like this is not something that I think the Maxis team would have wanted to do if it wasn't for EA telling them to do it. And that's also what I assume. I'm not talking on behalf of the company or anything like that. I'm just a creator in my office and just playing The Sims. I know nothing about the actual goings on within Maxis. But I am a little bit hurt that these random collab packs. Did you just fall off your tree? I feel kind of hurt that these random collab packs for a really random IP is so well made. But I'm going to show it to you, and I'm going to let you decide what you think about these packs. So these are the packs. We have the SpongeBob's House Kit on this side, and we have the SpongeBob's Kids Room Kit on this side. The SpongeBob's House Kit is a kit that basically gives us all the items needed to recreate SpongeBob's house in The Sims, which honestly is a really fun idea for a collab kit. And there are some nice items in this. I would also like to give a disclaimer that I didn't grow up watching SpongeBob. It was not a show that I watched. I wasn't allowed to watch it. I don't really care for it all that much. I do know a decent amount of it. I know the characters. I know the general like vibes of the show. Like I do know a decent amount of stuff. I know the memes, but it's not something that I know very well. So just keep that in mind when we're going through this. We have 3 different wallpapers. We have this one this is all one wallpaper, just a bunch of different colorful swatches, but they're actually like really nice. We were talking about this on my stream. Like this would be fun for like a tiki bar. I was saying that this green with the flowers would be great for kids' rooms. And then we also have the pineapple house wallpaper, including Doodle Bob swatches for this wallpaper. And you'll see a lot of Doodle Bob swatches for pretty much every item in this, which I think is really fun that they've added that so you can have like the whole Doodle Bob thing. And then this is the other wallpaper. I don't know if this is like from SpongeBob's house or if this is like the Krusty Krab, but this is another wallpaper that I know that's in the game. And then they genuinely gave us the top of the pineapple as a roof accessory, which I think is crazy. There's a Doodle Bob swatch, but the nice thing about these is that like you can shrink them down and they actually look like a succulent to me. They specifically look like a succulent from Strangerville Debug, and I honestly think I could use these as landscaping. Or like, I think this could be fun to like put in a pond maybe, like landscaping in a pond. I don't know, but I feel like it could be used not just as a pineapple. There are 2 doors. We have SpongeBob's door from his house, and we have a porthole door. I think it's from the Krusty Krab. Again, I don't know what's from what. Like, the colors are really nice. Like, they did a really nice job, and some of them have like rust on them, and it's really good looking, and like it's looks realistic. And same for these ones. Like, they're really well made, and like the wood textures are really good, and like it's just good. I'm really like bothered by how nice these are. We have a porthole window, which we don't really have a good porthole window, so I am actually excited for this. And then we have the like little vent that comes out of his house as well. It's called a bubble vent. I was really hoping in game that it would have some sort of effect. It does not. At least that I was able to see. Like, if you just load in, it does not have any sort of effect. I don't know if this functions as a chimney, because with chimneys, if you have a fireplace in your Sim's house, there will be smoke coming out of the chimney when it's on. So I don't know if you have a chimney, it'll have bubbles, or if it'll have smoke or what, but it doesn't do anything. And then we have furniture. So we have a bed right here. And honestly, I think the bed is cute. It has some really fun colors. And I assume this is SpongeBob's bed. I don't know what SpongeBob would look like. I'm going to assume it's this. And I think it's cute. I think there are some fun colors on it. Would I use it in like a normal build? No. Like a nautical themed like Airbnb, like rental property, or like a hotel, that could be fun. And then we have inflatable furniture. We have a chair and a couch. They're really well made. Like, we have a little bit of inflatable furniture from the 25th birthday for The Sims earlier this year, and they're fine, but these are really well made. Like, this is made this is made so much better than those ones. There is also a dining table from the Krusty Krab, and like I was saying, there's really good wood tones in here, and like the aging on these, like the weathered look to them is done really well, and the wood texture is really good. And then we have a seat to go with it that is a barrel seat, obviously. And the last piece of furniture is a side table, which also I think is kind of fun. I don't know if this is like exactly from the show. I assume it is, because it's the SpongeBob's house kit. But I could see this also in like a rental home, or like nautical themed building, or like location. So I don't think it's terrible. Like, they're really well made, and again, with like the weathering on top of the tables, it's really nice, and the colors are lovely. And then for like random pieces of decor, we have these are called the vibrant sky flowers. So these are sky flowers. The only thing about these is that like they're just standalone. They're not like a wall decor. They don't snap to anything. They're just there as a floor item, which is not like a bad thing. It's just weird. Like, I feel like I can't use these for anything else. Like, it's just a weird item. And then if you buy them as a bundle before like March 3rd, I think, it's kind of like early purchase items with expansion packs. You get 3 bonus items. You get this Goofy Goobers guitar, which I will say it's a fun looking guitar. And it's not like, I feel like this doesn't scream SpongeBob. It does say GG at the top of it, but like, I feel like this doesn't scream SpongeBob as much as like some of the other items. We also have this little potted flower / like anemone. Anemone. I don't know if I'm saying that right today. I think it's fine, but like, do you see what I'm seeing? Do you see what I'm seeing? Because it's very, it just screams that and not anything else. We do have this framed photo, which I think is fun. I think this probably could be also used to fake frames on other wall decor pieces, which I think could be really fun. Like, you can use different paintings to like give things different frames, basically how they like layer with each other. So I think this could possibly work really well for those, but these are just images from the show, basically. We have a magic conch. There's nothing functional with it. It's just a piece of decor. We have this little like wall decor fish guy that can go on the wall, and a lamp, which honestly I think the lamp is nice, and I feel like this could be, of like all the items, I feel like this is like something that can be used on a somewhat regular basis, especially like the like gold swatches. Like, it's a little bit specific, but if you have like a beach themed home, or like you have a Sulani build or something like that, I feel like it could fit into there without being super obvious. And then we have the diver's helmet TV, which again, it's really nice. Like, this is a really nice looking TV. Like, the brushed metal looks really good, and it's really high quality. It's a fun 8, power efficiency 9, reliability 8. That's a really high quality TV, and it's only 1,000 simoleons. It's literally 5 simoleons more than the next lowest priced one, which is a fun 5, efficiency 3, and reliability 5. Like, this is going to be really good for things like Rags to Riches. And then there is the record player. It's the Going on Strike record player. Again, the wood textures are really nice, and the colors are really lovely. But why is it in a SpongeBob pack? And then we have an alarm clock, and this does make a really annoying sound when it goes off. I haven't seen it myself in game, but I saw someone's video of it, and it blasts like a foghorn sound when it goes off. So that's the SpongeBob's house kit. Am I going to use these items on a regular basis? Absolutely not. Are they really well made? Yeah, kind of. yeah, and it's kind of unfortunate that they made such a nice pack. That is so weird. Yeah, but I guess they have to make a nice pack to impress Nickelodeon and make it worth their time to collab with them, I guess. And then moving on, we have the SpongeBob's Kids Room Kit. It's a mouthful to say. We have 2 wallpapers with it. One is the like flower texture, which honestly I think is really fun. I don't know if I'll ever use it because it screams SpongeBob, but I think it's pretty. I like the colors. And then this one's also really pretty. The colors are lovely, but it screams SpongeBob, and it's also very repetitive. Like you see this, like the pattern just repeats over and over. Like there's no variation. Like this is not great for the wallpaper of a room. Someone was saying in my chat yesterday during my stream that it could be great for like a background for like a photo shoot or something. And like that is probably where that's used. Like it's very odd. Maybe as like a focus wall, like a feature wall, but like it's not something I feel like is good for like an actual like kids room. We do have a bed, and this is where we start to get very SpongeBob-y. This is where like the things are all made, but it's also like it feels very cheap at the same time because they kind of just slapped SpongeBob onto everything and called it a day. There are some items in almost every item that doesn't have a SpongeBob swatch with like his face on it or like anything else very SpongeBob-y, but most of them are fully SpongeBob. So these are the swatches, and you kind of will see a repeat of like what the swatches are with like the flower ones and this more like tiki kind of one with like the bamboo, and it's slightly more subtle. And the nautical one I think is fun because it's not super obvious. Like there are like nods, like if you know, but it's not super obvious, but most of them are very obvious. Like it's just you slapped SpongeBob on comforter and it really looks like something you could find in real life. We do have this chair. This is a desk chair. I think this chair is incredible. I'm really bothered that this is from a SpongeBob pack, and that I probably, as much as I would want to use it, I won't because I don't want to add a SpongeBob pack into something that I'm putting on the gallery that people will like miss out on things. But maybe for like personal builds, this also could be good for like a not so berry challenge maybe. But I think the patterns are fun. They're not like super in your face SpongeBob, and we do have several that don't have a SpongeBob swatch. You also have the nautical one that's very subtle, and then this one, this is actually the texture of the pineapple, but I think it's just a fun pattern and it's not like in your face SpongeBob. We have a side table, which also is not like super in your face, and a lot of them have a fun design on the side. So we have like one with the pineapple, we have one with like the bamboo colors, we have like Patrick's pant pattern, and none of these like have SpongeBob on it, which is nice, but again, it still very much seems like SpongeBob. There are several without any SpongeBob to it. Now this desk unfortunately does not have a swatch without SpongeBob, and this is my problem. This is what I'm bothered by, is that every single swatch has SpongeBob, because like arguably this is like a nice desk shape. Like it's a nice desk shape, it's fun, it's colorful, it'd be great for kids rooms, but it has SpongeBob and Patrick on it, and you could probably use something to cover it with cheats on and move objects and maybe even tool, but that's a lot of effort to go to cover up SpongeBob and Patrick on something that could just be not them. They didn't need to have SpongeBob. They could have just put like the flowers on there, or like the shape of a pineapple or something. Like they could have put something else there. And then this is another one of the bonus items that you'll get if you purchase it before March 3rd or whatever it is. It's a aquarium that has the 3 houses and the stars. I think this is cute. It is definitely one that I feel like you'd find in like a dentist's office or a doctor's office. I think it's cute. It's not like, it's in your face SpongeBob, but if you're not paying close attention, it's also not. Like I feel like this, of all the things that are like very SpongeBob, it's kind of not at the same time. Then moving over here, we have a bookshelf, which again, all of these swatches have something SpongeBob because we have Squidward there and we also have Plankton up there. I think it's a fun bookshelf though. Not all of them have a pattern, so some of them you can use normally, especially like this brown one. You can probably cover up Squidward with another plushie. Like you could shrink down a Blarfy if you wanted to, or like use a basket to cover it up. You know, you could do things to cover up Squidward if you really don't want Squidward on there, which I wouldn't want Squidward on there, so I would probably cover that up. And then we have the last bonus item. Now, these are shrunk down. This is the regular size of it. I shrunk them down for size purposes. This is a jungle gym. It's the Flying Dutchman jungle gym, but it's a recolor basically of the jungle gyms that we already have from base game, just with SpongeBob on it and a few added additions with like the sails and everything. I really wish the ones that didn't have the skull and crossbones didn't have SpongeBob as well. Like I think this would be really fun if it didn't have SpongeBob on it. Like take him off. Like I don't think all of them have him. Oh, I guess they do. Okay. I thought for some reason that one of them didn't have it, but I was kind of hoping that like they wouldn't all be SpongeBob, but they are. So I don't imagine I will use this, but it was also the bonus item. And then we have some wall decals. This makes sense that it's all SpongeBob and like characters. Sweet Barnacle Boy and Mermaid Man, Plankton, the jellyfish, Squidward, Sandy. This is one of the few Sandy things that we have though, I will say. There's very little Sandy, which I never watched SpongeBob, but like Sandy was my favorite character. So I think they should have had more Sandy in this. Leave those. I'm not going to use them. Maybe the jellyfish, but I'm probably not going to use it. And then we have the plushies. We have this Patrick's plushie, and I do think these are cute. I think these are very cute, and the one that I care most about is this one, because he has his fishnets, obviously. I also do like this one because he's also a meme. And also has SpongeBob with there's like a Doodlebob one. And then we have a Gary plush as well. The thing with these is that your Sims can't interact with them. They are just a piece of decor. I couldn't even click on them. I tried. I didn't have any mods in my game. The mods were even off. I couldn't click on these I couldn't click on these items at all. There's absolutely no functionality to them. Your Sim can't touch them. They can't look at them. They can't admire them. They can't hug them. They can't do anything. They can't even add it as an heirloom. You can't do anything with these. They also have a Gary clock. I think it's terrifying, but apparently it's from the show. But I think it's really scary looking. The rug, I will say, is pretty fun. I think the rug is really cute. I'm not going to use most of them. This one reminds me of that like race car track rug that you had as a kid. I do think the pirate treasure one is cute for like a kid's room. I think this pineapple pattern one is nice, and I think this one is also pretty nice, and I feel like that could be used. But the other ones are so just SpongeBob. I know it's a SpongeBob pack, but like it's so SpongeBob. Like even the Star Wars pack, like yeah, it's Star Wars, but like you can make it not Star Wars. You can't make this not SpongeBob. We have a lamp of the jellyfish, which I think is cute. I think it's cute as like a mobile for like a nursery or something. I think they're cute if it was longer, but it's a lamp. They do glow very nice. Like they have a lot of light to them, but it's a lamp. That's all. We have a dresser. Thankfully, unlike the desk, these have some swatches with SpongeBob on them. Some of them do just have SpongeBob on them. Like just straight up have them as a decal on there. And some of them have Patrick. They have the patterns. But these ones over here on the side do not have the patterns. They don't have SpongeBob or Patrick or anything else SpongeBob related. So these ones I think are very nice and useful. And they do match like the beds over here that are also more not themed. And I could see myself using these. It's probably only this one. I do think these ones would match Pastel Pop very nicely though. And then we have the only other Sandy thing really in these packs. And we have a Sandy Blarfy. So I think that's actually kind of fun. It's a fun way to like include a character. So we have 3 different Sandy swatches. I think it's cute. Am I going to use it? No. But I think it's cute. And then we have a Krusty Krab dollhouse, which I also think is funny. And the doll that you use is, I think it's Barnacle Boy is the doll. And then the last 2 items we have is a treasure chest shaped toy box, which I think is really fun. Like I do think these are fun. These are cute shaped. I wish this one was like just all brown and not like the two-toned and make it look a little bit more like a treasure box, like a treasure chest. But I think it's a cute treasure chest toy box, especially like these 2 that don't have the SpongeBob colors. And then lastly, we have, believe it or not, an activity table. Wow, shocking. An activity table for a kid's kit. If you can't tell, I'm sick of activity tables. We need something else. We need something new. But again, everything matches itself. And like that's another thing. Everything matches. Everything coordinates. Everything is in the right colorways. That's not the case with other kits, but it is for this collab kit with an IP that no one wanted in The Sims. It breaks the 4th wall. One of my friends in my chat yesterday said that seeing this pack in game gives them the same feeling as seeing the English language in The Sims instead of Simlish. And that is the best way to describe how this feels. It just feels out of place. It doesn't feel like it should be here. It's a really weird collab with unusable items outside of SpongeBob themed things. But in like previous collabs, you could use and not know that they were the collab packs, like Journey to Batu, like Machino stuff. Because those are collab packs and they don't scream those packs. They don't scream their IP or their designs. This is unusable, personally, in my opinion. Do I think it's like fun and silly? Yes. Do I plan on using it ever unless I'm for some reason doing a SpongeBob build? No. I don't anticipate ever using any of these items in a normal build because it's the same with Star Wars, with Batu. I dread using Batu in builds because most people don't have Batu, and I don't want to put an item in a build that I'm only using like 1 or 2 items from the pack, and it's a pack that the majority of people don't have. Same with my first pet stuff. I try to avoid using it in most of my builds that I make just for fun, ones that I don't necessarily intend to use for gameplay, but I put on the gallery for other people to use. I try to avoid those ones so that people aren't missing a bunch of stuff from it. And this is one of the packs that I will be upset at myself for using because I'm adding another pack that I don't really want to add. And it will only be used if it's perfectly the right item. And I can't imagine any of these being perfect right item except maybe the bed in like 3 swatches, or the dresser, or like the side table, or like over here, like maybe the lamp. But I can't imagine this lamp would be the perfect item for anything. Or like the portholes, like the window. I feel like the porthole window would be my most used item in this, to be so honest with you. And that's only if I'm building like a boat or like something with cats and dogs that's like nautical themed. But there's the SpongeBob packs for you. Again, if you want to buy these packs, use someone's creator code. I don't care whose creator code you use, but use one of them. You can use mine. Mine's right here. It's just DizzyMissLizzy, or use someone else's. Your favorite creators in the AAA creator network most likely have a creator code, so use one of them. Just don't buy these without using a creator code is all I ask. Please use a creator code. And tell me your thoughts on this in the comments. Like, do you unironically like this pack? Do you think you'll actually use it on a regular basis? Do you hate it? Are you undecided? Are you kind of in the middle like I am? Like, it's a really well-made pack and I think it's kind of fun, but it's also, it feels a little bit like a sellout. Like they feel like they're selling out a little bit, which does not surprise me with the whole buyout and everything, which I haven't even really talked about on my channel here, but I have thoughts and feelings about that. If you want to hear my thoughts on that, let me know and maybe I'll make a video separately about that. But it's a fun pack. I think it's fun and silly, but I don't think it's usable. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Make sure you subscribe and follow for more non-SpongeBob related videos. Yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!